it sounds to me, Dr. Milligan, that some black women in particular are really trying to live up to a certain ideal within, I guess, a circle of their own girlfriends. That's more important than reality to them.
It really is. When you look at a lot of these relationships, we really live in a world of fantasy about what is and what is not. So we have to break the cycle because our relationships are getting stale and stale, and you're finding so many men who want to get married who are dating women 3, 4, and 5 years, and these women feel that these men do not love them, the reason they have not asked their hand in marriage. When the real issue is not that these men don't love these women, they don't feel in an economic status to take them on as a wife. See, it's easier for a man to shack up with me than it would be for him to marry me. If we're just doing common law, a shack job, whatever we call it, that responsibility is not felt as great when if something happens and he can't pay the house note or we get in jeopardy of being evicted, he doesn't feel the pain as being in a common law relationship with me as he would if he was a husband. The responsibility of being a husband takes on a different connotation than someone who is just living with you. Even though you may be paying my rent, you may be helping me do everything, we're putting our money in together, but there's a different feeling. If you would ask men, they would tell you there's a different feeling in being her man than being her husband.
Wow. Now that is a biggie right there. So, I mean, for all practical purposes, the way we relate to each other is based on a title? It's
based on a piece of paper. It's based on a title. Based on us getting a marriage license and having it filed saying that we are now husband and wives. That's the only thing changed in these relationships is so-called husband and wife, having a marriage, because we're doing the same thing. We're sharing our money on the rent. We're putting our money together. We're now even buying houses together. We're buying homes and apartments together. But it changes that picture when we enter this thing called marriage because it put a different a connotation on the relationship now as to what I am responsible for and what you are responsible for. And if you talk to me and Jamal, they will tell you that that's why they're not getting married. And particularly for women who want everything, when a woman can't stay out of the store, and this man watch your behavior, and he knows that I'll never have anything if I go into marriage with you because this is your lifestyle.
Wow. This is a biggie for so many of us. This is hard to take, Dr. Milligan, for a lot of us to hear.
And I can say it, Jamal, because I want to really help our relationship be strengthened. And when women and men begin to tell the truth and stand up and confront what the real issues of life, what they are, then we can be better. We need to stop all this fun and playing and playing games because it doesn't make any sense at all. Because you take women sometimes, they'll try to show out. Now, they try to show out for men because they go and take all their money, buying expensive clothes, so many things in their house that they don't need. So what are they trying to do? It's funny. Now, they're going to impress you. When you come over to their home, you see how lavish they're living. But you don't realize that when you get into that relationship, she's ready to quit doing some of these things she's doing and for you to pick up the slack. Now, she's trying to impress you, too. If we stop trying to impress each other and just come for real as to who we are, then when we get in these relationships, we can make it work. Because you can only keep that front up for so long. And for a man to get in a relationship and find out, too, that a woman is all bogged down in debt, she owes everybody, sure, she's been looking good, all the stuff that you've seen, you didn't realize the price that was paid for that she has a credit card for every company who would let her have a card. Now you get into the marriage with this woman who has this lifestyle. Men need to take a look at that. Sure, you have all this, your home look like this. Let me see your TRW report. Let me see how many bills do you have. Because men get into these marriages and they have to bail these women out. I'm telling you, they are living on the edge. But men don't know it. They think you're savvy, you're making good money, you're taking care of yourself, when indeed many of them are not. Half of them, not half of them, but a lot of them are almost at the point of bankrupt.
No,
they're just waiting for a man to rescue them, and you don't know